We believe every business needs marketing, and we are here to make it simple.
Genie Rocket is the all-in-one marketing tool.
With a unified inbox,
landing page and website builder,
calendar integration, email and SMS campaign capabilities,
unlimited contacts,
marketing automations,
social media scheduler, unlimited sales pipelines, and so much more.
At the end of the day, a tool is a tool. And there are thousands of tools out there that you can use to help you reach your goals. But that's exactly it. It's how you use them. And without the right coaching, you really don't know how to use them. So that's why we're here. Our team of experts is here to coach you and guide you so that you can hit your marketing goals and ultimately your business goals. Our network of small business owners is designed to keep you connected and engaged with your fellow entrepreneurs.
Genie Rocket is for solopreneurs, it's for small business owners, it's for marketing teams, it's really anyone that has a product or service to sell that you want to get better at marketing. So we have people in our community that are part of bigger teams and they're the marketing director or they're the marketing manager. We also have small business owners in here that want to learn it themselves and do it themselves. And then we have individuals that are just starting out as solopreneurs so they can be equipped with everything that they need in the awesome community with all the tools so they can get the results that they desire.
With our community, you have the ability to learn and grow in marketing together. As you can see, there's a lot that makes us different here at Genie Rocket. One of our favorite things is our Be a Marketer workshop.
The first Friday of every month at 2 p.m. Central, we have a BAM Be a Marketer workshop, online or in person.
It is a free marketing workshop that we do the first Friday of every month at 2 p.m. Central.
BAM, Be a Marketer. And I can't wait to see you there. Appreciate it. This is BAM. If it's your first time here, it stands for Be a Marketer. BAM! I need your guys' voices. My voice only gets so loud and I can't command any attention. If you see me looking over here sometimes, it's because we do have an online audience too. So thank you guys for being here. If you guys want to clap for everyone online, welcome them here. One for yourself. So today we're going to be talking about some follow-up techniques that get a higher response rate. How many of you guys are in some sort of sales position that requires a follow-up? All of us, pretty much? Yeah. How many of you guys have heard of the term, the fortune is in the follow-up? We all know what that means? Yeah? Because do you think it takes more than one touch point for someone to say yes? Yes. Your flashlight's on, Marshall. Yeah, no flash photography. I'll go blind. So why is follow-up important? These are some interesting stats we found. If you follow up within the first 5 minutes, you're 10 times more likely to close the deal than if you wait 10 minutes, which is pretty staggering. But I think if we reverse the roles and we think about it, how many times have we looked for something online or called, and if we don't get that response, we just move on to the next, right? Especially if we're trying to solve a problem immediately. If we need someone, we're just going to keep searching until we get a response back. We're not going to call one person and wait, right? We're going to call one person, don't get a response, move to the next. So as owners, entrepreneurs, sales, marketing people, we need to be very cognizant of the importance of having quick response. Now, Tasha, when you guys opened Drip Bar and you were doing pre-sales, how fast did you respond to people when they were knocking on your door?
We purposely scheduled it about 3 minutes.
3 minutes, yeah.
We wanted it to make it seem like we actually wrote the text.
Yeah, that's great. And you guys leveraged automation for that too, right? So you didn't have to do that all manually. I'm going to turn down the music here a little bit. And we'll talk about that too, because not all of us have the luxury of being able to stop what we're doing immediately when someone texts us or calls us to call back right away, because you might be with your customer, right? You might be doing the job that you sold to someone else and you can't stop to take that call or to send that text. And so you could potentially be missing out on business. And that's where we've all heard of like marketing automation and all that stuff. It's not hard to create some automations. Like for Tasha, when someone came in and they filled out a Facebook lead form or an online form to get information where she can automatically say, wait 2 minutes, and then send them this text back So at least they know that they're being heard. Hey, we see you, we hear you, let's have a conversation. It's not just a black hole. So 48% of salespeople never follow up, which is shocking, because they want to close the deal that one call. And if someone calls and they don't close, if they come into, this isn't for you specifically, Marshall, at Rockbox, but if they come into a gym maybe and they show some interest and they leave, 48% of the time that salesperson never follows up with that person that expressed interest, which is just leaving money on the table. And then 25% of businesses only make 2 contact attempts and then they quit. And we all know it takes more than 2 touch points to close a deal. I don't know about you guys, but in my business, it takes a lot more than 2 touch points. Does it take more than 2 touch points for you guys to close? Yeah, slightly more. Yeah, at least 47. Yeah, I mean, and we did some Googling. I mean, we've seen numbers like 7 touch points and 21 touch points. And I mean, it's a lot. And it should be a variety of touch points, right? If it's a higher ticket deal, it needs to be like a coffee and a lunch and a sit down and a phone call. It's not just a hammer someone with texts and emails, right? It's a multi-channel conversation that you're trying to get lots of touch points in. And then 1 out of 8 people, so 12% of all salespeople, only make 3 contact attempts and then stop. So if anything, this should just show you guys there's a lot of money being left on the table, and maybe you're leaving money on the table by not even reaching out more than 3 times, but also your competitors are probably not reaching out enough. So it gives you a great opportunity to not give up, being persistent and consistent in your follow-up attempts to gather some of those crumbs of maybe your big competitors that are just not doing a good job of following up, because you are the ones that are going to do more than 3 attempts, hopefully. So the biggest reason, why do you guys think people don't follow up? Why don't salesmen? Scared? It's good. What else? No system. It's great. Yep. What else?
Not sure what to say.
Absolutely. Good answer. Yep. Distracted. Yep.
They don't want to bother their prospect.
Yep. Don't want to bother them. Absolutely right. Yeah, it's scary, right? We don't want to interrupt people. Mm-hmm. Yes, fear of rejection. That's right. Yep.
Hey, Brad, I'm just touching base. What does that even mean?
Did you see my slides? You saw my slides, didn't you? You can see around the corner. That is so funny, yeah. Because so all those are correct, right? There's all these fears, and unfortunately the most common one is the simple excuse of I'm too busy, which really hides behind a lot of those other things, like I'm scared, I don't know what to say, I'm scared of rejection, but it's just like I don't have time, because people always think they're looking for the new things, the new bright and shiny things, and they're not following up with those people they started having conversations with. So, right? Yeah, so you absolutely nailed it. So the thing not to do, you did? How honest of you, yes. Hey, but let's be real. Oh, sorry, we've all done that, right? That's the most like fallback response that we can give when we're calling back someone and we just say like, hey, I'm just calling to check in, right? Because it puts all the pressure on them and it makes your job so easy, but you're not really adding any value. So don't do that anymore. And I'm talking to myself too, but when we call, we need to make sure we're actually calling to add value. Hey, I'd love to sit down and go over this, or I'd love to sit down with you and look at what some of your options are and see what makes the most sense for you. So think about when you're calling to follow up, don't ever call just to say, hey, I'm just checking in. You want to call and say, hey, I wanted to see from our last conversation when we mentioned this, and you mentioned this, could we go a little bit deeper into that? Even if they say no to you, you want to at least feel like, man, that call gave me some value. It helped me make a decision. That's why you need to think of yourselves, like we talk about on the customer journey, you are the guide and your customer or client is the hero, and you're helping them go across a bridge and land safely on the other side, right? And you can't do that if you're just saying, oh, just calling to check in, what's up? Like, seeing if you're ready to buy. So make sure you're always adding value and have a purpose, right? Like, hey, the purpose of my call, and even though it sounds cheesy, we don't want to waste each other's time. Like when Logan and I, which is kind of fun, as an example, this was crazy. We called 200 people in one day. And we sat down and we went through all the calls, and we had a plan though. We had a mission, and it wasn't hey, we weren't trying to sell them something. We were trying to give them something of value and invite them to something. So it was very much of like, hey, the reason that I'm calling is blank. We didn't say, hey, how's it going today? This is Logan or Brad from Genie Rocket. How are you? Right? Like when we tried that, it's an immediate, the temperature just goes way up on their side of like, what are you trying to sell me? What do you want? But if you were to call, so if Marshall was to call, say, hey, this is Marshall with Rockbox, and immediately jump into the reason for my call, right? So the follow-up, hey, the reason for my call is I saw you stopped in the other day and you chatted with the DIM about a personal training program, and your goal was to lose some weight and build some muscle. I wanted to see, one, how that conversation went, and two, if we could get you in here, pushing him to a next step, to go through this next process with us. As opposed to Marshall calling, how do you think that conversation would go if he called, be like, hey, just wanted to check in, right? You're making them work really hard to figure out how to answer that question. All right, so I'm gonna go through real quick. We're gonna keep this kind of short because I wanna make sure we keep the energy going of the networking. So I'm gonna go through these things kind of quick. You guys can take notes here. So there's 3 different things that are gonna help increase the response rate. I put 10x up in here just because I like that number and it's fun. There's no like, this is gonna guarantee you 10x results. It's not, but it will gain some results if you use these, because it follows this human law of emotion. And this sounds cheesy and marketing and hypey, and sometimes it can be, but if you use this very tastefully, it really can help. So the first thing is to create urgency. When you're following up with someone, if you use words like now or limited time or act fast or in soon or today only, it has to be authentic. But if you have a product or service or offer that can have some urgency behind it, that's going to help you get a better response rate, right? So if Keisha is trying to get someone to sign up for her awesome platform so they can get a good reward system for their point of sales, she might say, hey, we're doing a June special. Today is actually the very last day because tomorrow's July. So this ends today. But if you wanted to sign up, and we'll kind of go through these other pieces, it gives them a reason of like why I need to make a decision now. So urgency is number 1. 2 is scarcity. This is where we can say things like, 10 spots left, 5 items left, next 10 people, don't miss out, final hours, limited time, last chance. And again, you don't want to use this language all the time. But if you create some services or some offers or specials that have urgency and scarcity, and it's authentic, then that helps give people a reason to respond. Otherwise, why do I need to buy now? What reason do I have? Why do I need to come in and get my all-star drip right now? Like, why do I need to do it today or this week? I might do it later. Why do I need to join Keller Point? Like, why do I need to do that now? So give people a reason of why they need to make a decision now, instead of just, hey, whenever it's convenient for you at some point, if it makes sense, right? That just puts all the control back to them, and they're going to forget about it and not take action. And then the last one is bonus. This is where you can offer things like extra service, extra time, a waived fee, a free product, a free service, right? So let's say if Gavin, which by the way, I've got a special shout out for Gavin here in a second, so I'll try not to forget, so make sure I don't forget. If Gavin, who provides this amazing coffee machine back here, which if you guys have not tried yet, it's just a single push button coffee. If you guys want to try some espresso coffee, it actually grinds the beans and makes the coffee. And I think there's Death Wish coffee beans in there. Is that right? Which is, if you don't know what it is, Google it. It's crazy. It's really good. It's really, it's like, but it's like pretentious punk rock coffee. It's weird. It's like fancy skateboard coffee. But a bonus is a great way, again, too, to give people a reason. And when you put these 3 together, you get a really strong combination. And again, if you do this all the time, you're going to be seen as a fake hype, like these guys are always doing specials. But if you do this tastefully in the right season, then this can help you get some great responses. We do work with a lot of drip bars, and drip bar is really good at doing some of this. If there is like a season coming up and it's hey, if you're looking to feel this way, like summer's approaching, you need this kind of drip, and for a limited time, we're giving you this kind of offer. That's a really good combination of why do I need to do this now? Again, instead of just reading information and being aware of something. Does anyone have any good examples that are doing this in their business right now? Did anyone yesterday? What did you do yesterday?
I'm giving away 8 free custom sessions if people book on a Wednesday or Friday in July or August to celebrate my new studio opening.
Wow. So 8 free custom sessions. And where might someone go to read about this offer?
My newsletter.
Okay. If someone is not on your newsletter.
That's the next step. Social media post.
Okay. I'm trying to help you out here, Tina.
Right, I know you are. TinaKaren.com. But it's not published there. So.
Okay. So make it easy for someone to get your offer. Yes?
So everyone on my Square Massage book, people who book with me for the first time, they get $15 off their first session.
Yeah, that's great. So that's a great way to have an offer, right? And so something else you might try is you could say, hey, the next X amount of people get this percentage or get this dollar value off. So that's good. Who else has done something like this before? Yep.
This morning, since it's the 4th of July weekend, I was like, it was a really funny post. It said, do you love America? Do you love yourself? And do you want to be happy? And I said, if you hit yes to any of these, then it sounds like you need to purchase some cupcakes for this weekend.
Heck
If you
yes.
said no to any of these, then sounds like your life needs to change and you need to purchase yourself some cupcakes.
Very well done, yes.
I'm giving basically like 20% off of everyone who orders for this weekend.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to be working on the 4th of July, so I would like to make all my sales prior to that.
Love it. And guys, if you have not had the cupcakes out here, she brought those cupcakes, right? So let's give her a hand. Thank you for the cupcakes. Awesome. And what was the name of your business?
Deanna, and I'm with Kid Cakes.
Kid Cakes.
Yes.
And where can people get your cupcakes?
They can get them on.
Oh, thank you.
They
Thank you.
are on DoorDash, where you can actually pick which promo you want to receive. You can go to my website, which is thekidcakes.com. You can go to Facebook, and then all of those will have my phone number, email, and text, which you can order any of those ways, because DoorDash will deliver whenever I tell them to.
There you go. There you go. And for those of you online too, in chat, if you're doing any offers that have urgency, scarcity, or bonus, share them in there. And Logan is the man behind the curtain in chat too, so he'll answer some of your questions. All right, who else has a good example of how you've used urgency, scarcity, or bonus in your business? Yep.
Actually, in one of these workshops, yes, in one of these workshops, you kind of challenge us, like pull up your CRM, send out a text, using these 3. And so I sent that, just a text message, right? For the first 10 people to respond, I'm going to give you 5 free classes, which is the bonus is it's more than our standard offer. And so the urgency, scarcity, for the first 10 to respond. So I sent that out, and before I left here, I'd already had, I think I had maybe 10 before I left here, and then over the course, because I had it set to go out in waves of 100.
Yeah.
I got like 34 responses.
34 responses.
What was really cool about it was some of these were leads that were just cold, dead leads that have been in our system for months.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. Well, and that's a perfect example. So if you didn't hear Marshall, he had a bunch of old dead leads in his system. He sent out one message to them and got at least 34 responses. And that was because he followed up with some of this framework. It wasn't a, hey, I'm just checking in, right? It was, hey, this is called a hands up campaign. It's I'm looking for X people looking to achieve Y goal in Z time frame. If that's you, just respond yes, right? So it gets people to action and it helps wake them up because there's something very specific and you're helping take them on a mission. So let's remember too, all the past leads that are in your database or CRM, at some point, they thought you could solve their problem. These are not just cold leads that you found somewhere, right? If you have any inbound leads that have come in at some point, they put their trust in you thinking this might be someone that can solve my problem and help me go from point A to point B. So it's your job to help remind them that you are the right person to help get them across that bridge. And that doesn't mean you should have 100% close rate, but that does mean that there's probably still lots of money left in that list that some of us have just written off and think is a dead list. So doing those kind of database reactivation campaigns can be very, very, very lucrative. I mean, we did one for, we subleased to S&B Roofing and Fencing over here. We did the same thing for them when they introduced their fencing service. And same thing, before they left this room when we did it with them, they had several people already responding back that led to high-paying fence jobs, just because they sent an email or a text to their existing list. Instead of just going after new, they went back to some of their old with a fresh message that had some of this urgency, scarcity, and bonus. All right, so here's some examples. You might think like, well, how in the world could I use this for my business? So if you're a realtor, urgency might be something like limited time offer, schedule a property viewing this week and receive a free home inspection. A scarcity message for a realtor could be only 3 units left, don't miss out of owning a luxurious condominium in this sought after neighborhood. Or a bonus could be purchase a property through us and receive a complimentary interior design consultation. So you can be really creative on these. If you're in financial services, urgency could be secure your spot for a free financial planning seminar this week and learn how to maximize your investments. Scarcity could be limited availability, get personalized financial advice from our experts. We only take on a select number of clients. And bonus could be sign up for our retirement planning services and receive a free portfolio analysis worth $500. That's for you guys. For HVAC, urgency could be something like emergency HVAC services available 24/7. Call now for immediate assistance. Scarcity could be limited availability, only 5 spots left for our exclusive air conditioning installation package, Beat the Summer Heat. And bonus could be get free Wi-Fi thermostat upgrade with the installation of a new HVAC system. And then plumbing, urgency, same-day service. Schedule your plumbing repair today, get your problem fixed. Scarcity, limited slots available for our discounted drain cleaning services. Don't wait until it becomes a major issue. And bonus could be something like free water heater inspection with any plumbing service. Ensure the safety and efficiency of your water heating system. Something to note here, guys, when we say bonus, that doesn't mean that you have to give them a physical product that costs you money. All of you here are professionals and people value your time and your expertise. So if you can give like an analysis or a consultation or, a review, put a price tag on that, like a financial portfolio review that Chase might do, legitimately could be worth several hundreds of dollars. And that one thing that he throws in could be a huge value for the person receiving it. And it just cost him a little bit more time. But for him, that time is worth it because it lets them gain more trust in him and gets them closer to a yes. So don't always think about a bonus has to be a package, like a free kitten book that you wrote, Oh, that would be cool. It does cost you. And you have 2 cat books, right? Oh, the second one's in production though, right? Okay. Yes. So then how you would use that is like, again, if you're a realtor, you might call, text, or email something like, hey, John, this could be you. Hey, John, I'm calling to let you know about a limited time offer this week. If you schedule a property viewing, you'll get a free home inspection. How does Thursday look for you? Perfect. Right there. See how easy that was to close? But when you use this in follow-up language, always make sure you're pushing someone to a next step or you have a next goal in mind. Even if that next goal is just setting an appointment. I think where most people fail in sales is they say if they get a no right then, it's just a great, is it okay if I follow up with you later or I'll just check back in later? There's not always a set next step. But we always have to take a no as a, where's it going to pivot to next? Is it okay if we meet on Friday and review this? Or is it okay if we schedule time so we can talk about options after you said you need to talk to your spouse about if you want to do this or not. So always be working on setting that next step. So here's a really funny example that ironically happened just today as I was putting these slides together. I got a text from, have you guys heard of the company Gooder?
Yeah, they like the Fs.
Yeah, they like the Fs. They're a really fun and slightly offensive sunglass company, and they have a really funny brand. So I get this text, grab these limited edition Jurassic Park Gooder Sunnies before they go extinct. So is that not urgency, scarcity, right? So I was literally in the middle of doing these slides and I get this text. And so check this out, you go here. So this is the scarcity. You get these limited edition Jurassic Park sunglasses, right?
I think Brad needs them.
I might have bought them. So you get scarcity, and then you get the bonus, like, look what it comes with, right? So limited edition, it's a cool theme. As a bonus, you get all this neat Jurassic Park stuff, and I bought them. I did, yeah. Now, and so that was just an example though, right? Like the interruption, we talked about we don't want to interrupt people. Sometimes when you interrupt people with urgency, scarcity, bonus, just like this interrupted me, literally while I was putting these slides together, I stopped what I was doing to go check this out and buy them because they knew their audience, right? Like they knew I have bought stuff from them before. These are $30 glasses. They're not crazy expensive, but they had that like limited edition. I didn't want to miss out on this. They had a cool bonus of look what else you get. And so that created action. If they didn't have the limited edition, like these are about to go extinct, I probably would not have bought them. So think about that, like psychology, when you guys are out there with your products and services, this stuff works, right? When you use these things, it gives people a reason to actually take action and make a purchase. And look how funny their emails are. Oh, okay. Ahoy, Brad. Carl, our CEO and Chief Flamingo, would like to thank you for your purchase. We'll send you another email as soon as it ships. Please note, no, where's the funny? Oh, I thought there was some more funny stuff in there. But their CEO dresses up as a giant pink flamingo, and it's a really funny brand. If you guys want to laugh, go to gooder.com, and they're a really funny sunglass company. So what I'd like you to do is if you have some paper, if not, I don't know if we have some Rockbox sponsored Post-it notes over there left over. Are we taking lunch orders?
No, I have paper.
Okay. So here's some paper here too. If you guys want to pass some of it back, spread it around. But I would like you to just write down a couple ideas for your business right now. If you were to launch a campaign and you had to use urgency, scarcity, and bonus, and online, if you guys can write this down too, you don't have to put it in chat necessarily, but just open up notes or grab some paper and write down what you would do for your business to add urgency, scarcity, and bonus. So remember urgency, why do they need it now? Why do people need headshots right now? Why is that important? Scarcity is what are they missing out on if they don't do this? And bonus is what else do they get? So we'll give you guys a couple minutes, think about some ideas.
Well, if it's like a holiday special, except, for example, let's say Labor Day, right?
Mhm.
And they get at least like a $35 discount if you come in if it's like and it ends like right on Labor Day, right?
Mhm.
So, is that a microphone?
Yes.
Sorry. So, I would send out like an email or post on Facebook. Hey, it's your last chance to come get your massage from me. $35 off. For the Labor Day discount.
Yeah.
So
That's great. So you've got a monetary discount with some urgency because they need to do it before a certain time frame. Yeah, that's great. Very cool. Anyone else have anything they want to share? Yep.
Sure, I'll give one.
Sorry.
It's, again, it's on the automatic coffee machine. We're Java Time, JVC. So urgency would be perhaps this month only, providing a free machine for your break room. Scarcity might be only 5 machines left.
Mhm.
Don't miss out.
Mhm.
And the bonus is it's a free machine with free service and free product. Don't miss out.
Yeah. And some of that's all legitimate too, guys, right? Like when we do these, we don't want to create just a falsehood, like, because Gavin literally only has a certain amount of physical machines that he can give out. So whenever you have those urgency scarcity bonus, make sure that you're true to those. If you have X amount of spots left, like try to hold true to that, make it authentic. So when you do those in the future too, you're literally opening up real spots with a real discount to give people the reward for taking you up on that. Because if someone finds out, like you said, 20 people and you let 100 people in, then that ruins your credibility and you're not able to really do offers like that anymore. Kind of shoots you in the foot. Mm-hmm.
So for the bonus parts, if they for the Labor Day special, if they book the $35 discount massage, they would get like a free foot scrub, like with the foot sugar scrubs and the lotion and the hot towels. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, that's a great bonus. Yeah, that's good.
So I actually use this regularly, which is weird because I sell cupcakes, so there never is an urgency, there never is a scarcity, there never is, there's a bonus, you can get a free cupcake. So I made one up a long time ago.
Uh-huh.
The urgency is that life is short and we're all gonna die.
That's true.
With that being said,
I mean, she's not wrong.
With us knowing that, I'm like, why would you not spend as much time on this earth right now being happy? If my cupcakes make you happy, which I'm telling you they are, then you'll want to have them as soon as possible, as many as possible, because you are going for that dream of being happy in this short life that we have here on this earth.
I like that you mix in some heavy logic with some emotion.
Amen to that.
Yeah, we all have conviction to eat more cupcakes now.
Well, if you walk by my booth and you don't take one, my daughter then says, "Oh, so I guess you don't want to be happy. It's cool." Like,
Man, yeah. You should rename it like the offensive cupcake. The offensive cupcakery. That's great. We've got time for one more if someone else wants to share an idea they have. No? All right. That's cool. No worries. So one more thing that's really, really, really important when you're doing this is to know your audience. There's a reason why specialists get paid more and they get sought after, and generalists get paid less and they're chasing people. When you can really know who your target audience is and become the specialist to them, you will get sought after and you will get paid more for what you do. And why that's important, what we're talking about with follow-ups, is when you follow up with these people, the more that you know their hopes, dreams, and desires, what they're trying to achieve, what their objections are, the more you're going to be able to serve that person and be the expert in what you do. You guys heard the term niche will get you rich, or the niches are in the riches? Yep, it's easy to say and hard to do, right? Because a lot of us are like, well, anyone who has a pulse that wants to give me money will figure it out. But when you really think about it, the more that you can serve that specialty group of people. What's that? Is that your people? Yeah, for your cat book. Like Jessica's not going to sell her cat book to a bunch of dog people, right? Mm.
And they had children. It was really rude.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
If only I had a dog in it.
yeah, that's funny. But so knowing who your audience is, and that doesn't mean it has to be exact and precise to like what, like the demographic and psychographic has to be extremely dialed in. But the more that you can narrow it in, even just a little bit, is going to really help you be able to be perceived as the specialist, and you be able to provide a better service for that person. Just like that example I showed you with Gooder, they offend some people, right? Like who said they were the brand with the F words? Yeah. So some. No, they use asterisk symbols, but they imply the F words.
I also like the fact that they're affordable.
They're what?
They're affordable. That's why they're Fs. They
Okay.
Find something.
Oh, affordable?
Affordable is not really an F, but they use it.
Oh, kind of like America. America. Yeah. So it's really important to know your audience when you're doing these follow-ups, and just the closer you can get to understanding their hopes, dreams, and desires, the better that you're going to be at applying these follow-ups. So one thing that we're doing that we've opened up is we're doing a workshop on Friday, July 21st. That's part of our new business bootcamp series. And we're going to help you guys be able just to create some more wins by knowing your dream customers. So we're actually doing something kind of unique. We've never done this before. This is a paid workshop. We're making it $99 today, but we're bringing in lunch. We're going to use some urgency and scarcity and bonus here too. The first 10 people that do sign up for this are going to get a really cool hat. It's going to say "Not the Hero" on it, because you aren't the hero of your story. Your dream customer is the hero of the story. So in this workshop, it's just going to be a few hours, but we're going to bring in lunch. We're going to have a workbook. We're going to help you guys really understand how to define your dream customer and walk them through that journey together. And we're going to start doing a couple of these deeper dive workshops together. So if you guys like the experience of this, we'll always have these as kind of free networking events and some free coaching. And these are where we're going to really go deeper and get you guys some good value to actually write stuff in a workbook and go apply it to your business. Yeah, that's it for today, guys. So we're going to open it up for some more networking. You guys, we have a ton of food in the back. Madison did an amazing job setting all that up. So give a shout out to Madison. Did awesome. So if you want to be happy in life, go eat some cupcakes. And then we also have a Juice Junkies as a sponsor too. That's next door. So they've got some snacks out there. So, and oh, Gavin, yes. So last thing too. So Gavin's doing something really neat with his coffee machine. If you guys have a business that either consumes a lot of coffee, like you have a lot of people as on staff or a lot of customers or clients that come in and drink coffee, he's going to be doing a drawing to give away one of these at your office for a week for free, where he will provide all the coffee. He will do like this whole setup where you and your team and your clients can enjoy premium coffee for a week, like no strings attached. There's no cost involved. So if you're interested in that, just find Gavin. Gavin, raise your hand real fast. Give him a business card, and he's going to be doing a drawing for someone to win this in your office for a week. We've had this in here for a while, guys, and it's amazing. And I encourage you guys to try it out too. We've got little cups right here. You can get like cappuccinos and lattes and espresso, and it's incredible. Yeah, the Keurig's been pretty quiet over there. Yeah, but you guys feel free to hang out. If you did do a whiteboard session with me earlier in the week, we do have a little mastermind going on, and I might come grab a couple of you, or if you're interested in having a small group mastermind with me after this, we're just going to take another 30 minutes. So we'll do a break. You guys can continue to hang out in here. If you want to be a part of a little mastermind group that we're going to do, just let me know. We'll hang out for a little bit longer. Enjoy some coffee, enjoy some food. Thank you guys for being here. Bam.